Marie Curie, born November 7, 1867, Warsaw, Congress Kingdom of Poland, Russian Empire, died July 4, 1934, near Salanches, France, was a Polish-born French physicist, famous for her work on radioactivity and twice a winner of the Nobel Prize. With Henri Becquerel and her husband, Pierre Curie, she was awarded the 1903 Nobel Prize for Physics. She was the sole winner of the 1911 Nobel Prize for Chemistry. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, and she is the only woman to win the award in two different fields. From childhood she was remarkable for her prodigious memory, and at the age of 16 she won a gold medal on completion of her secondary education at the Russian Lycée. Because her father, a teacher of mathematics and physics, lost his savings through bad investment, she had to take work as a teacher and, at the same time, took part clandestinely in the nationalist, Free University, reading in Polish to women workers. At the age of 18 she took a post as governess, where she suffered an unhappy love affair. From her earnings she was able to finance her sister Bronislava's medical studies in Paris, with the understanding that Bronislava would in turn later help her to get an education. Their marriage, July 25, 1895, marked the start of a partnership that was soon to achieve results of world significance, in particular the discovery of polonium, so called by Marie in honor of her native land, in the summer of 1898 and that of radium a few months later. Following Henri Becquerel's discovery, 1896, of a new phenomenon which she later called radioactivity, Marie Curie, looking for a subject for a thesis, decided to find out if the property discovered in uranium was to be found in other matter. She discovered that this was true for thorium at the same time as G.C. Schmidt did. Eve, left, and Irene, right. Pierre and Marie Curie with their daughter Irene. French physicists Pierre and Marie Curie with their daughter Irene. More. Pierre and Marie Curie with their daughter Irene. Marie and Pierre Curie with their daughter Irene in the garden of their house in Paris. More. The birth of her two daughters, Irene and Eve, in 1897 and 1904, did not interrupt Marie's intensive scientific work. She was appointed lecturer in physics at the École Normale Supérieure for Girls in Sèvres, 1900, and introduced there a method of teaching based on experimental demonstrations. In December 1904 she was appointed chief assistant in the laboratory directed by Pierre Curie. The sudden death of Pierre Curie, April 19, 1906, was a bitter blow to Marie Curie, but it was also a decisive turning point in her career. Henceforth she was to devote all her energy to completing alone the scientific work that they had undertaken. On May 13, 1906, she was appointed to the professorship that had been left vacant on her husband's death. She was the first woman to teach in the Sorbonne. In 1908 she became titular professor, and in 1910 her fundamental treatise on radioactivity was published. In 1911 she was awarded the Nobel Prize for Chemistry, for the isolation of pure radium.